Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I filmed a video, but today I'm going to be talking about how to make friends when you're on your EF Ultimate Break trip. The most asked questions I get about traveling with EF Ultimate Break is how was it traveling solo, how did I make friends, and what was the group dynamic like? For those of you who aren't familiar with EF Ultimate Break, they're a group travel company for 18 to 35-year-olds, and they have trips to destinations all across the globe. Group travel companies like EF are a great option for solo travelers who are looking to meet people. I personally have made so many friends through my EF trips and even have plans with them to go on future trips. When I first booked with EF, I was so nervous about not knowing anyone else going on the trip. I didn't even know anyone who had previously went on an EF trip. I was kind of just risking it all. It definitely paid off because I made so many cool friends from my EF trips and even have plans to go on future trips with them. EF Ultimate Break has their semi-annual sale going on right now. You can get up to a few $100s off select trips, and you can also get an additional $100 off by booking through the link in my description. So I'm going to share my secrets, how I was able to make friends before, during, and after my EF Ultimate Break trip, and also how to find roommates. If you don't edit your information to select a roommate and type in their name, you will be placed randomly with a roommate unless you booked a solo room. I was able to meet some of my roommates beforehand because I'm a part of EF travel groups on Facebook. So if I see someone post that they're going on a trip and it's the same days I'm going, I'll comment back and then we usually get in touch and start texting that way. So that's a good way to meet people beforehand. Also, if you download the EF Ultimate Break app, a few months before your trip, the group chat opens and you're able to connect with people. Another great way to meet people on your EF trip is to book all the excursions that interest you. Typically, the people who I saw on EF trips who didn't make as strong friendships or as many connections were people who chose to room alone as solo travelers, and also the ones who didn't sign up for the excursions. Now, I'm not trying to scare you. It's not like they didn't have any friends or meet other people. It's just I felt like they had made less stronger connections because they were excluding themselves a little bit by not going out and doing certain excursions. So if you're debating whether to do a certain excursion or not, I would definitely say book it unless it does not interest you at all. It's better to book it and not end up going than to not book it and really want to go. A lot of people on trips are like, oh, well, if I knew it would have been that cool, I would have gone or booked it. I didn't think many people would go. I always sign up for all the excursions. Another topic that's not commonly talked about while making friends when you're going on EF trips is that people make friends very fast during these trips and find their little niche groups. With that being said, keep in mind who you sit around during the welcome dinner. I usually see people make very fast friends this way and start to make plans to do stuff together during their free time. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Most of the people are in the same boat as you, where they're solo travelers and don't know anyone else and are just trying to meet people and find people to connect with and go out with. The way the group dynamic works on these tours is that there will be some group activities where everyone does together, like the excursions, the welcome dinner, the final dinner. And then there's also, during your free time, you'll have time to walk around the town and do stuff by yourself or with your group. So that's when people usually branch off from the bigger group of, let's say, 30 for 35 people. They'll split up in groups of 2, 3, 5, 6, depending on how big your group is. Just be open-minded and don't be afraid to branch off and meet new people. It's great to have a friend group and roommates who you connect really well with, but don't be afraid to go off and have lunch or dinner with someone else or step out of your comfort zone and talk to someone else. Even if it's towards the end of the trip, it's never too late to connect with people. Because I was a solo traveler on all my trips, sometimes I went with a different group just because they were doing something that I wanted to do, where my typical roommate or friend group, they wanted to go back and sleep, but if I still wanted to go out or go somewhere else, I would switch groups. So those are my tips for how to make friends while you're traveling with EF. Don't forget to book through my link in the description for $100 off any trip. and maybe I'll see you on one of my trips.